Do you know that demolition of your old structure for a new one without obtaining a demolition permit from the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority (LASPPA) is illegal? Are you even aware of the procedures for obtaining the demolition permit and carrying out the demolition work? If no, lend me your ear. The life of a building is likened to that of human life. It came to being, live, die, and decay. The building that one cherishes and admires today becomes obsolete tomorrow. The moment a building is identified to be distressed, no longer serviceable and habitable, or considered to be outdated by the owner and ready to be demolished, the demolition of that building should follow the Lagos State Extant Building Regulations. Developer or applicant who intends to demolish any existing structure will apply to the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority (LASPPA) for the issuance of a demolition permit with the following documents: A. Certified true copy (CTC) of the title document. B. Photograph of the existing structure to be demolished. C. Affidavit to indemnify the Lagos State government in case of litigation. D. Means of identification of the applicant seeking the demolition permit. And E. Payments of the demolition permit fee. If the property is owned by corporate organization, a copy of the CAC is necessary, as well as the passport photographs of the two members of the organization. It is important to note that demolition of an old structure on site for the construction of a new one without a demolition permit from the Lagos State Physical Planning Permit Authority (LASPPA) is illegal. Steps involved in granting the demolition permit by LASPPA. 1. Applicant or developer submits written application for a demolition permit to LASPPA office. 2. The site is visited by an officer from LASPPA with the applicant for visual appraisal. 3. During the site visit, he or she takes necessary photographs, does the site sketches and locational plan, relays and confirms the beacons on survey plan with that at the site for conformity. The officer observes if the building to be demolished is occupied or vacated. 5. He or she prepares the site report and passes the file to the next superior officer. Sometimes, the file may be forwarded to the legal officer for further input and advice, particularly in the area of the title documents for verification to avert litigation. 7. Payment advice slip is issued to the applicant for payment at any of the government designated banks. 8. Applicant brings back the payment receipt for reconfirmation by the accounting officer. 9. A superior officer in the LASPPA office also peruse and appraise all documents submitted by the applicant and the site inspection report earlier written. If found to be okay, he or she recommends them to the general manager for consideration for the grant of demolition permit approval. 10. Once the application has been approved by the general manager, a demolition permit letter is prepared for the applicant for collection. What a developer or applicant should do before commencing the demolition work. Applicant or developer proceed to the Lagos State Building Control Agency (LASBCA) with the demolition permit to give notice of intention to commence demolition. 2. He or she engages the service of a registered civil or structural engineer to supervise the demolition work to ensure safety precaution. 3. The developer ensures his or her liability in respect of demolition risk and submits a certified true copy (CTC) of the insurance policy certification with the demolition permit to LASBCA. 4. The developer ensures that the building to be demolished is vacated. 5. He or she shouldn't misconstrue the demolition permit for a planning permit and an approval to carry out redevelopment on the subject site for the proposed redevelopment. 6. The demolition permit granted expires within 6 months if the demolition work is not carried out unless revalidated by the authority. 7. The debris of the demolition must be carried away immediately. For more, check our website www.cableplusproperty.com.